These are the sill plates for the door that we're framing in. Just putting my first stud in. My door. Double checking the rough opening. Just cutting the sill plate back to the jack studs. So I'm shimming the door right now, level or plumb, left and right on my hinge side. Always start on the hinge side and always shim where your hinges are, and then reverse your hinges or your shims like this, so that when you space it out, it stays square, as opposed to like this where you make a wedge and then it can cause the door jamb to tilt. All right, so now that I got my hinges set, what I'm looking at is my door reveal to see how I got to shim my top and bottom and my middle hinge, as opposed to if I just set them all level, it could cause a big curve and not go off the reveal of the door. So now I have that side set. I'm going off this top reveal to making sure that's even and consistent. We're pretty good where that's at. So now we'll start from this top side and shim down, and I'll usually line them up with where my hinges are on that side. So whenever you're setting the non-hinge side of the door, a little trick is if you close your door up and you see this line, you can see how your jamb has to move, right? You see up here, it's in line with that jamb, and then down here, we have about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch gap. So what that's telling me is I either have to bring my top over or my bottom in, and you adjust that, and it's essentially racking your door. So now you can see here, I'm gonna touch my bottom and my top are the same. So now I need to do some adjusting on my middle or my door and see which one is out. See, you can come here and you can see that on my level, there's a curve in this door. So I know I can take this jamb and move it in, and it won't affect, and we'll be able to close up this door a lot better. So what I did is I put a screw in my framing so I can pry my jamb over flush with my framing. It's always good to go a little bit past because the door will probably flex back a little bit. See, when it's closed, it's all nice and flush with an even reveal all the way across. Now that the door's set, you go through, cut your hinges, ready for spray foam and sheetrock. So now that we have our doors set and installed, we're just putting on the temporary hardware until we finish off the inside with drywall, staining, painting, and all that stuff. And now we can continue the outside and start wrapping up the inside.